Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Well, we're taking a quick break from the Wuling Chinese diesel engine because, as you all know well, life happens sometimes. I had to do an emergency brake job on Nancy's Subaru. I wound up with metal to metal on a couple of the pads. And then I had to take advantage of an opportunity that dropped into my lap. You may laugh when I show you what the opportunity is, but for those of you that are into gardening and all that kind of stuff, orcharding, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm in the middle of a crash project, and it's made totally from scrap. Our soil here is terrible, highly alkaline. I've got a small orchard here, and the trees are in fair shape, but I need to amend the soil and help them out. I'm also, you can see the stumps out there, I'm eliminating the mesquite trees. I mean, look how ugly those mesquites are. It looks like Transylvania around here. Well, I'm eliminating them, and I'm replacing them, you can see in the cages, a variety of different deciduous desert trees. I got them all caged because between the jackrabbits and the javelina and the deer, those would be stubs right now. Well, I need to fix the soil, and I responded to an ad on Craigslist. You got to strike while the iron's hot. This is my second load. Well, it's great stuff, composted goat manure. I am a scrounger. Anyway, I need to use that. It needs to compost a little more, and I need to use that to augment the soil around my fruit trees. However, I can't just pile it up out on the ground because our local javelina population is highly destructive. And this is what remains of a succulent that was almost as big as that sage right there. Well, they raided the last couple of nights, and that's all that's left of it. Well, if I just leave that pile of straw and goat manure out in the open, they will scatter it to the wind. So, okay, enough about this. Let's get to fabricating with scrap. Sorry about the wind noise. I need to get a remote mic with a windsock on it. Anyway, for the framework, I'm utilizing some of this 2 7/8 OD well casing that's been in my hoard for several years. All this I got for free. If you'll recall, if you watched my screenhouse build project, this is what I used for the uprights and some of the framework. Well, I'm going to use it for the framework for a portable compost storage bin. My buddy Arnie next door was kind enough to give me the remnants left over from building his shop a couple of years ago. So this is what I'm going to roof and side the thing with. That chain link gate there was a gift from my old pal Jim. He redid all the fencing and gates around his front yard. He's got mobility issues, so he put in an electric gate that opens and closes at the push of a button instead of him having to get out and open the gate, blah, blah, blah. So that's going to be the front of this deal. Since I am kind of under the gun to get this done quick, I'm not going to show you how I did the bird's mouth on the pipe. If you're curious about how that's done, YouTube is replete with videos on that. You can also go back into my playlists. And 3 or 4 years ago, I built this pine pipe anvil. And in there, I demonstrate how I did the bird's mouths for all the joints. So you can go back and check that out. All right, let's get into building this thing. 99 inches square. Well, I've got the gate laying there in the flat just to make sure it's going to fit in the opening. It's actually going to tip up like this because there's going to be uprights on all four corners. And so you can see those J-bolts will drill and bolt into this upright that's going to be here. That's what the gate will attach to. Opposite side, there'll be another upright here. Is where a little latch and a stop is going to go. And I just wanted to make sure that the gate's going to work in the opening, which it looks like it is. So many YouTube videos you watch, you know, guys are welding, and there's spray cans and flammables everywhere, right in the welding zone, and the fire extinguisher is usually hanging on the wall, and access to it is blocked by junk. So I always take it off its perch, put it on the service cart or on the ground near where I'm working, so it's readily available. Also, I keep a note right above the trigger switch, right above the on and off switch on the welder. Get the gas cans and all other flammables out of the shop. But, you know, you get down here on the floor where I'm welding, try to make it reasonably clear, and then observe the 30-minute rule. After you're done with your last arc, you shut the welder off, you know, do a little cleaning up or whatever, wait a half an hour before you leave the shop, just in case an errant spark wanders off into an obscure corner somewhere and starts smoldering and it sets something on fire. I mean, my shop is all metal, you know, but I have flammable stuff in it. So anyway, enough about that. You guys know what to do. Okay, I got the bottom side of this thing all welded up. Now I'm going to flip it back over and start making uprights. I got the two front uprights cut. Believe it or not, that's plumb and level. So I've got my centers laid out here. I'm getting ready to cut the bird's mouth in that and get it set on there. I'll do the same with the other one, tack weld them on, then do the same with the 4-footers in the back. And then, yeah, then we'll start thinking about the top. Okay, the cutting and notching is successful. Let's see how we did. We're level there. Whoops, sorry. We are level there. Maybe just a little bit off. So I've got 3 60-13 electrodes here. This is the Harbor Freight one, and it's a lot larger in diameter than the other two. It's got a lot more flux on it. It's a lot harder to get going. Once you get it going, it does okay, but when you want to restart, you got to do a lot of stabbing to get it to arc. This is Hobart, made in USA. You stab it one time and you're welding. Now this stuff, I have not tried yet. Made in USA. It is Washington Alloy Company, made in USA. They're premium. This is a 5-pound box. I paid $10 for it on sale at a local welding shop. have not tried it yet, but it came with all kinds of literature. There's a chart on the back, and so I'm going to give this a shot today, and I'll let you know. I'm not sponsored by any of them, but I'll let you know how they work out. That's better. That's level. And that's level. So that's good. I tacked this with the Hobart electrode. It worked great. All the uprights are welded on. Everything's plumb and square. And the shop is a disaster. And the sun's going down, so I'm going in. Well, in my view, this is the hands down winner. The Hobart, close second, but this, in my experience, now remember, I'm not a welder, I'm a gorilla globber, but this reduced the gorilla globbing significantly when I was using these electrodes. You can look them up, www.weldingwire.com. I'm not sponsored by them. This is something I bought. I'm really happy with the way this performs. So you can check it out and draw your own conclusions. But I'm recommending this. I'm really satisfied with the way it works. And I'm welding on some nasty old galvanized well casing, and this stuff works great. Well, this is starting to look like something. I did have a little problem. For some reason, it's the only post that did it, the upright. This one pulled a little bit after it cooled off. I mean, I still have clearance, but that's the only one for some reason. Weird. Or I just may have not had it squared up like I thought. But anyway, it's all still going to work. That is a very uncharacteristic weld for me. Usually I have mounds of Gorilla Glob. I credit these guys, Washington Alloy Company. I really like those electrodes. Well, alrighty then. The frame is all done, all welded up. And so now I'll dig some tin roofing out of the Horde and get a roof on this thing, cut some siding for 3 sides of it. We'll mount that chain link gate in the front here, and that'll wrap this thing up. All right, the 3 lower side panels are on. So now I'm going to cut a couple of roof panels and get those screwed on there, and then we will mount that chain link gate last. Don't ask me how I missed that, but I did. I had to re-drill the top hole. Wasn't paying attention. Anyway, I guess it's time to hook onto the tractor and drag this thing out to the orchard. Well, there it is. You've all heard of a chicken tractor. Well, here's a compost tractor and portable shed. Because once I use all this up, if I don't refill it right away, I can always store a couple of lawn garden machines in there. It's got all kinds of uses, but for now, it's to store composted goat manure. And the sides are tall enough the javelina with their little stubby legs can't get in there. And of course, I got a solid chain link gate here in the front. And of course, you know, you're not going to keep rodents or anything like that out. That's just pretty much impossible here in the desert. But it's out in the open here where all the predators can spot rodents heading for this thing. So that should act as a deterrent. Well, I'm at a crossroads here. This is Tuesday. What is it, March 25th? Yeah. Anyway, I've got a tractor show at Tractor Supply this coming Saturday, March 29th, 2025, which I want to do a video for. I've got about 19 minutes of video shot on the Wuling Chinese diesel engine, but it's not at a place where I can end that video there. Problem is I don't have time to work on it the rest of this week because I got a couple of chores to finish here and then prep for that tractor show. So we probably won't see a Wuling diesel engine video until Tuesday after next. And hopefully that will it run, because I'm getting really close on that thing. So anyway, thanks for joining me on this little build done completely with scrap that I had on hand. The only money I got invested in it is some welding electrodes, a little electricity, and my time. So, and I don't count my time because I like doing this kind of stuff. So with that, I'm going to say thanks for watching, everybody. Welcome new subscribers. Glad you're here. Existing subscribers, as always, thanks for sticking around. We'll see you next Tuesday. Most likely be a tractor and engine show video. Bye, everybody. We'll see you soon.